First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. We're here the underdogs. You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. First carry here for Joe Mixon. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield now, Burrow. Past the 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 33 yards that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
It's the score. Bengals 7, Browns nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mayfield finding Beckham. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. And it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 14-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Here's Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8th. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On by second quarter. This time Burrow will look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Browns nothing.
What is this?
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good side. Anything crazy?
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it, and that's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And again, it's Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 11 now. Now Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that'll bring up 4th down as this Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 25-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now they run with Mixon. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And they go play action now. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Harkey with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It's 2nd and 8.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25.
Bring it the second
and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Man, it's good to see you out there,
baby. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he will be taken down, but not before gets this to the Browns. A gain there of 30 big ones. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got to the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
2nd and 9.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt. And
now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
It's second down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to 1-1. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.